So we've got reports. People are building more reports, and more reports on me data. Isn't that great? Or is there issues that are starting to come out from that? I think there will be. Alright lads and lasses, welcome along. Weekend work. So you've got people building report content now in Power BI. You've got people connecting to your data model workspaces and building report upon report upon report. Right? That's great. Right? Suddenly your business is progressing. Everyone is standardized. You're suddenly moving away from having, hey, Steve's number is different from Jeff's number. Everyone must be wrong. My number must be right. And everyone can suddenly start to be in case of, right, the number says we need to do. It's a positive step. It's not an inward looking step. It's a big change, right? Your business is starting to become data driven. The challenge that you face is that not every formulae that you want to use for every use case is going to be covered within your original data model, right? Someone's going to say, I need. Okay. And Power BI kind of has you covered. It didn't used to, right? This was massive game changer of an event when this came through, right? But let's go through and talk about what I would call secondary measures and really how it's best to handle them. And this is, again, my advice. So take it, don't take it, but don't come crying to me if you ignore it and then go, oh, well, maybe I should have done that. It was a good idea, right? I'm not precious, me. You know that. Let's go now into Power BI desktop and have a look. Champion. All right. So here's the structure that I've built, yeah, for me data set. Okay. Tell you what, right? Let's get rid of this ugly thing. Let's get rid of me face. All right. So here's the detailed report, yeah, and it looks a bit weird when you look at it in Power BI desktop. Quick glance at it in situ, in use, right? And you'll see, it makes sense, yeah? So you can see, it pulls it in, it gives all our inspected details, the lab that was used, tells us all the tests that were done, everything that we could possibly want to know, okay? And tells us that for this location, it's currently overdue an inspection, okay? Great. I get all the information I need. This is perfect. Okay? In particular, when you look at it in here, you get used to that sometimes things don't look as they should. It's the nature of drill throughs, especially when you have something like this. Okay, you can see we've got all the confirmation numbers. If we pick one, it'll give us the right information. So what do we need to do now? Okay, some of these, in particular, just these text columns that we're wanting to pull through, so like inspected by name, I had to write a measure for. I didn't have it in my original model, right? This is quite common, that over time, you're going to need to expand and evolve that. And because it's all mixed in, it doesn't work very well for me. So the advice I would give, and it's the advice I give to anybody going through and doing Power BI development, right, is on your main model here, right, make sure you put in a location for those measures to be written into, okay? So when people are going to have to create new measures, that they start to put those in a consistent place. Okay. So the easiest way to do that is to go into your main model like we've got here, add some data. We're going to call this secondary measures. Okay. And we're just going to load that, create a new measure in here. Secondary measures only. Okay. We'll put the note in so that we could then hide this column. And then when we get rid of this, you see we've got secondary measures. Right. If we publish this up, we can then start to have people creating their secondary measures in that, and we'll do that. What I'll do is I'll publish it up, shift everything through, refresh this and show you it now with it in secondary. So suddenly we've got it all pulled together, haven't we? Yeah, you can see now I've got my secondary measures here, and it makes it really clear what's had to be written to make this report a reality. Okay, so over time, if we start reviewing secondary measures tables with our various customers, we will start to evolve and improve what is actually happening within our main data model. And this is a great way of having your data model value build, because over time, your standard measures will always get bigger. They will always get more valuable. And as the data becomes more valuable, the value to the business grows. And that's key. You really want to be making sure that people are keen to use your data, not go and create ones of themselves. And this is all about how you do that. You give people a way to interact with the data, to evolve and shape the data model, and then from there, expand what actually happens across your business. So what do you reckon then? Being able to leverage the power of your secondary measures elevates and extends the value proposition of your data model. Okay? It's key to your report and data lifecycle, because as your data keeps changing and your life cycle is going to extend, you will find that the only way to make that data set live longer is going to be changing the measures over time or evolving the measures. That's going to start simply with, hey, can we add? And then you'll start to find you'll get into the whole, we need to change. And there's a different tone to that. And that change and that evolution is where you know you are going up through the data maturity cycle. So hope now you can start to see, this is why I'm recommending find a decent consultancy that's going to work with you and help your business to get the most out of your data. Right? It doesn't need to be an expensive consultancy. You might not even need a consultancy. It's just a case of you need to start thinking about the evolution of the data, that it's not just a fire and forget solution. Hey, I've put some data in, I've put Power BI in, job done. There's an ongoing piece to it. So don't forget, like and subscribe down below. Head on over to geordieintelligence.co.uk, become a member and get more involved in the community. For now, have a great weekend and take care of yourselves. Ta-da.